what's being posted up there. What's the future for Parler, and what's your reaction to what they're doing?
This is an open war on free speech. Been with Parler from the beginning. I can tell you right now, you have no idea how bad it was behind the scenes. The tech tyrants, the tech totalitarians, the communists at Apple and Amazon and Google, three of the biggest companies in the history of humankind, all came after you. You're telling me it's worse? Yes, it was worse. Our text providers, or Twilio, companies that let us know how many direct active users there were on the site so we had an idea of what activity levels were like. They canceled us. A legal team backed out. I don't think you have any idea how bad it was. And listen, to other social media companies out there, and God bless them, who are trying to do what Parler did, who some of them are sitting there going, oh, listen, we did it right. We have our own servers. Good luck. Because wait until you see when the ISPs come for you next and block access to your ISP. Oh, no, that's not going to happen to us. You think this is one of those Parler things? And for other companies out there, we're suggesting, oh, my gosh, why did you guys go with Amazon? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, listen, there was a big debate behind the scenes about that. There were only a few companies who could host the volume of traffic Parler had. You understand we were wiped out. Apple? Question mark. Yep, Apple. Then Brian would text me, Google too? Yep, Brian, Google. Then he'd text me next. Amazon too? Yep. That was my answer to him every time. I have not slept all weekend. They've effectively tried to bankrupt me and my investors on Parler. And you know what? They won. And to all the geniuses out there, too, saying, oh, this is a private company. It's not a First Amendment fight. Really? It's not? Read the Wall Street Journal op-ed today about Marsh versus Alabama, where a so-called private town tried to restrict access to religious materials and lost because they were a de facto government. You know what? These companies are more powerful than a de facto government. You know why? At least with the government, if they put you in jail or fine you, there's a process to fight back. Apple and Amazon have given us no legitimate process whatsoever to fight back. They wiped a company from the face of the earth this morning, and liberals and the media are celebrating it.
If you think for a second it's not going to affect your lives, now it's conservatives. They're going to start honing and shaping exactly what we get. And you know where they got their trial run and learned it all? China. Because they went to what China asked them to do. If you actually want to be in our country, you better do X, Y, and Z. And also, I want all the information from all the users. And they did all of it. What would bring Apple together with Google, the Facebook, and everybody else? What would bring them together? You guys. Yeah. Because together they want to make sure there's no competitors for anybody. So they're going to rule the world, and we watched it happen.
If Parler goes down, everyone else will be next. And let me make one other counter argument, too. To, again, the other geniuses out there, especially some of the fake rhinos, go, listen, you know, this is a free market. They can do what they want. It is? It's a free market? Because Twitter and Facebook are subsidized by a United States government a law, Section 230, where they're allowed to pull down and leave up whatever they want. And they're immune from lawsuits due to 230. But when Parler, which is not a surveillance platform, abides by the very same text of the law, 230. Parler's wiped from the face of the earth and doesn't get the government subsidy. So to all you geniuses out there, please explain to me again how this is a free market argument when a potentially $1 trillion subsidy is given to favored enterprises, but not to Parler, who actually follows the law. Go to Twitter today. You can see Reza Aslan's tweet up there calling to burn the effing place down if Ruth Bader Ginsburg was replaced. The Ayatollahs calling for genocide. Hang Mike Pence was trending on Twitter, yet they get $1 trillion government subsidy to exist. And by the way, how is it not a monopoly? Google, who controls 98% of search or 90% of search, Apple, who doesn't allow any App Store competitor on their closed platform. These are monopolies by definition. I thought liberals hated monopolies. Apparently not when they censor their political opponents. Then they love monopolies.
Hey, Dan,
folks, this is an existential fight.
No, hey, don't be surprised if they come for Fox next. They might not like what's coming out of Fox. They might not like a show.
Brian, they're
Believe
coming
me.
for Fox now.
Absolutely.
They're coming, CNN. Oliver Darcy, who used to pretend to be a conservative to grift for a paycheck from campus reform, this loser piece of garbage, is calling for cable companies to deplatform Fox. What are we going to talk by carrier pigeon? You think this is going to help? You're worried about radicals like everyone is on this network, including me? You think this isn't going to, you think this is going to de-radicalize everyone, pushing them underground to have to meet in speakeasies? You think this is helping? What planet do you live on, man? You're doing this radicalization. It's networks like this and me who said violence? No. There's no place for that. We've been doing that from the beginning. It's these other idiots. It's these other people that have radicalized America.